Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2! Today it's going to be the cheese compilation for May 2020. You want Falcon to cast your cheese game live on YouTube? Well, not live on YouTube, a VOD on YouTube. Send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. If it doesn't say cheese on it, then there is a likelihood I will not see it and send it to my screeners, which means it will not be cast. Thank you very much to my screeners for May 2020, Stefan, Sniper Monkey, Ryan, and Jim for taking hours of their time to watch every single replay from the pack this month and let me know which ones were the best. Alright, so game number 1 of the cheese compilation is going to be Plebmaster versus Luis. Top right, the red Protoss player Plebmaster, or Plebmaster, and then down left, blue Terran player Luis, who is double barracks proxying here today. The probe scout says, no gas, no barracks. I don't see anything here inside the man that he's hiding. You probably want to check back here too. Sometimes Terran players will throw up a barracks back here to try to freak you out and try to make you respond to something that's not there. So I'm not sure that Plebmaster is aware of what's going on, but he is going to go ahead, not expand. He's going to open up 2-gate himself, which, I don't know about 2-gate here. Like, Zealots are not that great against opening stuff like this, but he does end up scouting the barracks. So he sees it with a probe. He's going to try to knock down one of these barracks before it gets completed. I don't think he's going to be able to, though. There's extra SCVs here because they're building 3 barracks. So that probe dies, SCV goes down, but construction on the 3rd barracks is continuing quite nicely here. And let the fighting continue this way. There's a Marine's going to pop out here any second and save his SCV. Ooh, that was close. That was close. 10 HP there on that SCV. And another barracks coming up from Lewis. Yeah, I'd almost like maybe a forge and some cannons up here. I think cannons probably do better against Marines than Zealots do. Zealots are just slow. If the Zealots can get on top of the Marines, yes, they will hack them to pieces with their side blades. But it's just that they're so slow. And Marines are fast and ranged. And sure, it takes a lot of hits for a Marine to kill a Zealot. And there's some back and forth here. But I would almost rather have something ranged at the top. Definitely Adepts, if you can do it. But that Cybernetics core is not done yet, so he can't. But honestly, like 2 cannons would be worth their weight in gold. It's like making spines if you're a Zerg player. Pretty good. Ooh, the shield battery, though. Okay. I support shield batteries here. I like what Plebmaster is doing now. All right, all right. I like it better. So the Zealots, the shield batteries, then maybe making some Adepts. Some Adepts would be super useful here, too. Their range, they do bonus versus light. Stalker, fine. We'll go with the Stalker. I can roll with it. Anything ranged I'm going to feel pretty good about. And yeah, man, this is as all in as you're going to get. Lewis is absolutely not making gas. He's absolutely not going to do a factory. He's going to show up with a whole bunch of Marines, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them, and try to get up this ramp. But there's 3 shield batteries. Oh my gosh. Good luck with this, guys. Like, seriously, good luck with it. So shield battery says, oh, everyone's back up to full health. That's cool. Oh, he actually has 4 missing HP. Shield battery comes up. Shield battery still helping here. The Zealots are kind of getting burned down a little bit. This is what I was worried about. The micro from Luis is not bad. So Zealots down after accomplishing a little bit here. Trying to micro with the Stalkers as well as he can, but he's out of range. He's out of range of the shield batteries. This is kind of like what I wanted Adepts. They 3-shot these guys. Oh, this is suddenly very tough. Suddenly extremely tough. The probes are fighting, which they can do actually pretty well against these tier 1 units in the form of Marines and Zerglings anyway. Another Zealot comes out, and here we go. Using the probes to fight, recognizing this is an incredible all-in out of Lewis. He kills a bunch of Marines on the low ground. There's only 6 Marines remaining for Lewis. He's continuing to pump others and bring them across. I'm telling you, cannons, though. Like a cannon right here supported by a shield battery just to get the stragglers as they're wandering past this way. Be pretty good, but suddenly it's 12 to 10 army supply. Plebmaster is continuing to make units, which you can't stop making units here. And he's not. He's making probes, which I don't know that I support right now, to be honest with you. But he feels confident enough to come on out to the low ground where there are no shield batteries and chase these guys down. And doing all right, man. The Zealots providing the buffering that the Stalkers need to not die. Zealots aren't getting any hits off, mind you, but that's okay. They're just there to prevent the Stalkers from dying. And yeah, so he whittles down the Marine count a little bit. We're just making 4 Marines at a time, man. This is a pretty basic strategy. Additional stalkers coming in. Maybe pulling back to the shield battery would be nice for these poor zealots, but no, you're not allowed to go home. No drinks. No drinks from the water for you. The waters of healing. You continue to fight with all your shields missing. Stalkers. No, you need your... What are you doing, zealot buddies? Dude, if Lewis wins this thing, it's going to be because... Nope, doesn't matter. Bloodmaster gets the win. Lewis rage quits when he sees the zealots coming in there, and he's toast. He knows he can't break this. He knows the tech advantage is far ahead for the Protoss player right now, and he's not breaking up that ramp. He can't even beat these guys on the low ground, and he taps out. It's a little premature. I'll give it a little premature on the rating, but he saw the writing on the wall, and he tapped out there in 5 minutes. So that's game one. Excellent. You want more cheese? I bet you do. Game 2 is here on Divergence between a Shocker Kill, wow, Hankiza Wisdom, versus Mad Scientist and Bits Please. Bottom right, Team Captain America. It is the red Terran player Shocker Kill and his teammate right next door. Well, is that even next door or like the same house? It is the blue Terran player Hankiza Wisdom. What a name. Mad Scientist has some orange-flavored things to say about his opponents? Don't know. So yeah, this is Mad Scientist, and his teammate over here is the purple Terran player Bits Please. They are cohorts of Florencio, which tells you that they're dirty, dirty cheesers trying to be like the sewer mermaid themselves. If you haven't checked out Florencio on Twitch, you should. Really incredibly entertaining stuff, educational stuff. Just a chill, nice dude too. He does art on the stream as well. He's actually on his way getting Path to Partner for Twitch, so been working hard and he's earned it, man. So double barracks opening here from Shocker Kill, and what looks like... Yep, that's a cannon rush. So cannon rush getting started here for Mad Scientist from Team The Joker. So what's the plan here? In 2v2, man, 2v2 is honestly so much cheese. So much. Just like one base for both players, attacking at the same time, cannon rushing combined with like Liberator play. It's just intense, man. 2v2 is a rough place to be, but because... Again, cannon rushing here. So I have seen Terran players recently fail extremely hard at dealing with cannon rushes, which I've always felt was a little bit annoying. Like as a Zerg player getting cannon rushed, you can't run your buildings away, but you know who can? Terran certainly can. So like the cannons show up, you just move your barracks back and produce a bunch of Marines and win. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. He doesn't have to pull the barracks back yet, obviously, because, well, you know, you can't kill a barracks that fast, but... Immediately tossing up additional barracks here is Shocker Kill, and it's a factory coming up from Hankiza. So, meanwhile, what is Bits Please doing? He's working... Ooh, Mass Reaper. Kind of like it, man. While you're worried about the cannons, Mass Reapers are hopping up in your main base, killing your dudes. Oh, another cannon getting on the high ground, or a pylon. 2 pylons on the high ground. Nothing to kill them yet. Did Marines even come out of here without instantly dying? Probably not. They probably came out of the barracks and instantly died. Ugh. So Reaper shows up, gets chased around by SCVs a little bit, and then is forced to flee. There's going to be a tank eventually here out of Hankiza, but ooh, the pylon setting up right on top of that factory. He recognizes that that is a priority kill here. Trying to kill that one, but then the Reapers coming at the same time. This is just brutal. This is such a brutal thing for Shocker Kill and Hankiza to deal with. Team Captain America struggling mightily here. They've killed nothing. They've killed no cannons, no pylons. This is what I'm telling you. Terrans responding to cannon rush has kind of been poor from my experience recently. It's like Protoss can do it better. Zerg can do it better. I don't know what it is. Either way, whoa! The full pylon wall on the factory so the tank can't get out. Building exit blocked, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it looks like if you want to keep a tank from coming out of a factory. 100% complete, can't go anywhere. The spray goes down. And that's it. I think that's your GG. There's just nothing left. Shocker Kill's lost all of his SCVs. He somehow has 1 supply left. I don't know. 1 SCV remaining. Hankiza's got a decent economy, but like nothing to handle Mass Reaper showing up in your mineral line. Shocker Kill leaves the game. Mad Scientist calls the GG. I wouldn't call it an offensive GG just because there's still, well, 1 player left already. It's a foregone conclusion. in this situation, especially additional Reapers coming on in at 4 minutes. There's cannons. Oh, you guys. Oh no, Hankiza with the "you suck at life" response. Trying to get a Banshee out, which not gonna happen. And Team the Joker are your winner here in about 4.5 minutes. They really want to stick around and kill this stuff, so I'm just gonna mute you guys and finish up. That was amazing. Like, I don't know that having the resources required available to just throw up like 8 pylons at once here is great, because you're not spending your money super well, but you're winning the game. You got through the front door. The Reapers are killing everything. Just making sure that tank didn't get out was a big deal. Not to be said that this number of Reapers would have been able to kill the tank anyway, but it was a good play. It was a good play, blocking all the potential exits. I mean, that just good. Good move. That is actually the one cheese that was chosen by 3 out of my 4 screeners this month. Nobody else got 3 votes, man. So congratulations, Mad Scientist and Bits Please, for winning that contest. Cool. So that was fun. Let's keep this thing going, huh? Simulacrum. Bottom right, the red Protoss player, Mad Scientist. He may seem familiar. He's got a spinning cheese logo, so I assume he's going to be the cheeser in this replay. And in the top left, we have ourselves a blue Terran player, Cancer, which, I don't know, naming yourself Cancer implies that you're going to play Cancer-style StarCraft 2, but I don't know, maybe he's a Cancer, right? Astronomy or astrology? I can't remember which one. Which one is the study? Whatever. Let me know in the comments. Probe coming out. SCV coming out. Barracks at home. Forge at home. All right, man. Gonna be a cannon rush here from Mad Scientist. I don't know. Remember when a couple cheese compilations ago it came down to like Protoss never won anything in like 2 straight cheese compilations and people were mad? I feel like we're getting there. I feel like we're getting to a better place for Protoss in the cheese comp. Mad Scientist, trying to make that happen. Are you going to proxy? This feels like a proxy SCV. He's just checking for additional stuff. He doesn't see anything, so obviously you're getting cannon rushed, man. Really? Says Cancer. I'm cannon rushing, says Mad Scientist. He's being very straightforward about it at this point. You can take these cannons down. You need about 4 SCVs per cannon to kill them. This is definitely overkill. Oh, the block out. Oh my gosh, the block. No! Kill the. No! Cancer! Look at these SCVs not doing any. Oh gosh, Cancer's response to this. What is with Terran's horrible response to cannon rushes today? Congratulations. You depowered 2 of the cannons for about 10 seconds. And then the block on the way back in. Float your barracks. You can lift your barracks and get back inside the house. Nah, says Cancer, that's no fun. I don't like winning, and then he leaves. A 220 cannon rush where the Terran player, first of all, look, you could have killed these cannons for an instructional moment. You kill both the cannons. Maybe you don't bring all the SCVs. You bring like 8 of them down. Bop, bop. Dead. You make sure anything coming up here dies. You keep making a Marine. You shut this thing down. You win the game. But if you bring all the SCVs down, no, bad times. If you don't lift your own barracks and allow your SCVs back in the house, equally bad times. I like how Mad Scientist was very upfront about stuff today. I assume he loaded into the game as random. So he told his opponent what his race was. I'm Protoss. And then he told him he was cannon rushing. I assume after Cancer already figured out what was going on, but that was fun. All right. That was short. I like it. Let's move on. Let's continue the cheese. Let's keep that train rolling. You know what this cheese compilation needed was some Zerg. Top left, red Protoss player Rocco Merson. And in the bottom right, it is the blue Zerg player Baniac. All right, man, what are we going to do here today? Who's going to be the cheeser? Let's take a look. Protoss has a very big bag of cheese that they can pull from. And A little bit too early to see. A little bit too early to say this is going to be a cannon rush, but if a forge comes up, then we will know. Baniac going 16, 18. Oh, hold on a second. It took a hard left. Maybe he rethought his life. Do I really want to be a hatchery, says this drone? I'm going to go to try to find myself. The commander's like, hey! Get back here. Not happening. Is he going to proxy hatch in the face of... Okay, that's a gateway. So at this point, Rocco Merson's like, this is interesting. There should be a hatchery here. What is going on? Just like staring into the void. And then Baniac's going to try to toss one down. Oh, there's a proxy hatch here. This is Bly style, man. Like, Bly didn't invent this. I'm not calling him the inventor of this particular style, but this is a Bly thing that Bly does. Is he will throw up a hatch. Ooh, lost his drone. That stinks. But he's got this thing coming up, and it's just out of range of the Protoss vision. He can't see it. When the creep starts expanding out of this completed hatchery, he will know. But until that point, it's not going to happen. Now, he's going to see a pool. He's not going to see an extractor, which is a little bit interesting. Ooh, then he loses the probe. Okay. I don't generally really support pulling everybody off the line to kill a scouting worker like that, but in this situation, I feel better about it. Ooh, does he see it? Oh, he sees it! He comes down just or to the gateway finish. Either way, he sees the proxy hatch, throws down a cyber core, doesn't expand. Very nicely done. Goes another gateway, and he's gonna... There you go. Toss out a zealot. Maybe bring some probes down. You can kill this thing. You can kill this thing before it hurts you. You just have to respond like, chrono boost this thing out. This zealot, come down, murder stuff. Not really doing that either. Wow, he really feels like he can do this. I mean, in fair... Oh, the zealot... Nope, guy, hey! No! But you can't... Oh... Alright! Rocco's playing this defensively, which is the absolute wrong thing to do. And as a result, there's going to be 3 spines mashing on his front door. There's going to be lings mashing on his buildings. There's probably going to be a queen. Maybe not a queen. There could be a queen in here spreading creep, which would be cool. Shield, okay. I support shield battery. I really feel like stalkers is a better answer than adepts here because, again, spines. But at this point, I think he assumes it's going to be a ling rush. Like, there's going to be lings coming. So there are some lings, but more resources are poured into these crawlers than anything else. So, very nicely, the stalkers get to come up and plant. The spine crawlers get to come up and plant without losing anything. No HP at all. And then, this is it, man. You can't, this is it. This is you getting cannon rushed at your front door, and you have like 2 adepts to try to handle it. Would you be able to handle that? No! You would not. The lings are getting massacred by the adepts, which, again, if it was mostly zerglings, the adepts would be the right choice, but the shield batteries are out of energy. The cyber core is down, which means all you can make now are zealots, and Baniac gets the win. Nicely done. Well played there, Baniac. Again, I think Rocco didn't respond super duper well to that. I've been trying to get an immortal out. That would have been awesome, but stalkers first, like even a cannon maybe that could have reached out here would be good. But the zealot needed to come down here and kill this hatchery. As soon as he saw it, chrono boost the zealot, come down, hit the hatchery. Maybe bring some probes down, see what you can get done by murdering it. I know there are lings coming across the map, and that was a scary thing. But at the end of the day, the response here was not super great. He was not expecting spines. He was expecting a ling flood, and that cost him. Could he... Oh, hang on. I want to back this up real quick. Back it up just to see when the spines are being produced. Yeah, he didn't know. He did not have vision on those spines at all, and that killed him. Information, guys. It's how you win. Is through information. Okay, excellent stuff. Let's keep this thing rolling. We got a Zerg win on the board. Can we find a Terran victory today? I hope so, because we're nowhere near done. Well, it's a Mad Scientist kind of day. On Zen, the latter edition, we've got Mad Scientist versus 4 Science, which kind of works. And Mad Scientist recognizes that immediately. 4 Science says, ha, your name is nice too. All right, so a little bit of a good manner here in the early stages. We'll see if that continues. Bottom left is the Red Terran player 4 Science. And in the top right, it is the Blue Protoss player Mad Scientist, who calls that a good luck, have fun. And this probe is up to no good because you know he's up to no good. Wait, come back. That's not what I wanted. Go away. Nobody uses those anymore. That's like old school, man. Old school observer interface stuff, which feels like to me it was yesterday, but I'm sure to some kids watching, they're like, what's that? I've never seen that. All right, so Probe comes in. Not really hiding under any stretch of the imagination. He's got a force coming up back home, so let's throw down a pylon. It's time. By the way, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Do you like StarCraft? Do you like StarCraft 1? Do you like StarCraft 2? Well, this is the place to be for that stuff. You can also hit the notification bell, which allows you to get notified when I post stuff you're interested in. So I think how it works, I wish I knew for sure this is how it works, but as a cannon comes up, basically you click notification and then personalized notifications. And YouTube says, all right, this person's never ever clicked on a Brood War match that Falcon has casted. So we're not going to tell him about Brood War cast because obviously he doesn't care. I'm cannon rushing, says Mad Scientist. Yes, for science knows. He's aware. So if you're worried about clicking the notification bell and suddenly you're getting hit with all of my casts that you don't care about half of them, I understand. It will just tell you about the StarCraft 2 ones. Someone needs to test this and let me know. Let me know in the comments. I read all the comments. Like, tell me what's up. So he didn't respond. Again, this is just Terran being like, I don't know how to respond to a cannon rush. Apparently, all of the Terrans in StarCraft 2 at this level have completely forgotten how to do this. Like, there's a reason we never see cannon rushes at the pro level. Sometimes we'll see proxy robos and stuff. Yes, that's different. But like a straight up cannon rush against somebody like Innovation or Maru does not happen. It never happens. Because it will not work. So, like, some bunkers are coming up. Like, a big block of cannons is on the way. And, like, these cannons are a huge problem. This Marine can't do anything about it. Like, next month, for June, can somebody send me a replay of you as a Terran player holding off a cannon rush? If that gets sent in, I'll tell my screeners to choose that one, because I need to see it. Like, I need to know that Platinum, Diamond level Terrans can handle this, because it sure seems like they can't handle this. Yeah, I like the bunker repair is nice. I like it. I do. But like the SCVs are getting focused now. There's only one Marine in that bunker, and there's no Marine, and it's a supply block. So the Terran is just like, pretty fast, said for science. Good job. I mean, dude, it was a cannon rush. Mad Scientist says, I'm sorry, it's what I do. He's trying to get to GM with cannon rushing like a printf style scenario. But yeah, I mean, by the time there are cannons in range of your main command center, you're dead. I didn't expect those cannons to be up so fast. What does that mean? There were cannons. You saw them get created. I don't know how was he surprised? Quelle surprise indeed. All right, nice job, Mad Scientist. Pretty straightforward cannon rush. Terran player was like, I don't know what to do with my life. And he didn't. Narrator, he didn't. Okay, we shall return. Mesua versus Dark Shadow in the first TVZ of the compilation today. Bottom right, it is the Red Zerg player, Mesua. And in the top left, it is the blue Terran player, Dark Shadow. Did I say this was blue or red? I have a sneaking suspicion that I call this Zerg player blue and it's actually a red Zerg player, but maybe I'm also just going kind of insane. Sometimes that happens. Every once in a while. All right, what are we doing here? Who shall be the cheeser? This is what I like about cheese. It's like, I don't know who the cheeser is going to be. It's very much in the vein of Will Cheese Fail by Lag TV, who I think they were the first people to really focus on cheesy games. So pull first here from Mesua. I'm trying to remember if like Husky or HD or... I don't think those guys ever did cheesy games. I'm pretty sure that was a Lag TV thing. They're still doing StarCraft from time to time. So, like, check them out if you haven't. Maximus Black and Nova War are two of my favorite people when it comes to StarCraft. They're not super consistent with their StarCraft content. Or at least they had a bit of a break there for a few years, which I get it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It just happened. But they're back now, and they're hilarious. Okay, so Proxy Hatchet. Here is Mesua. What is your plan? Like a 3-roach rush from a Proxy Hatch would be pretty insane. Like a 3 Ravager rush would be pretty good. So if he goes Roach War in here as soon as he can, I mean, that has to be what he's doing. They're just not, like, Ling attacks on one base is just not viable. And this is effectively a 1 base attack because this hatch was so late. So is there an SCV scout? I thought I saw, oh, there is one. There's an SCV scout from Dark Shadow. So he sees...
Command center upgrade complete.
Oh, he should have scouted, man. He should have come in here and seen the Roach Warren. That would have told him everything. He could have rushed to tank. Oh, instead of getting a command center. It's a 1-basing Zerg, man. What do you think you're going to do with 2 bases? This is a mistake. Oh, the Reaper finds the proxy hatch. What a Reaper. All right, man. Dark Shadow's going to hold this. I believe. He's got it at this point. Spinecrawler coming up in the base because there's nothing to defend against a Reaper at all right now, which is entirely fair. So, let's see. He's going to try to build a bunker. I'm not convinced that's going to happen. But he immediately starts a factory, which he probably was going to do anyway, if we're honest. So, Queen coming up, and a Roach on the way, and I just don't know that a Reaper in a bunker is going to help all that much, Dark Shadow. KD8 charging this larva to try and kill it. That's not, I mean, I appreciate the effort. I do. It's just not going to work. Another Roach coming in. There's a Queen coming up here, too. The bunker's going to finish. So the Roach needs to pull back. And Ravager morph. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, Ravagers. You're not just trying to do this with Roaches, are you? Huh. All right, man. He's going to just go for Roaches. He's going to do the run by with those Roaches and see what can happen. But the problem with Roaches is 1 tank will destroy all of your dreams because you can't kill a tank behind a wall unless it's sitting like right here because the Terran player's an idiot. But smart Terran players will put it back here so that Ravagers can kill it with Bile. Okay, he is Ravagering. I don't know why he waited so long. He had the resources to do it. I guess he's getting more Roaches. And dude, these Marines and this Reaper are eventually going to kill this hatch. So he's going to inject on the hatch that's going to die anyway. He's going to Corrosive Bile down the bunker, finish it off, not lose anything in the process. Very well done. Well executed by Mesua. And now he's got 4 Ravagers. So now he needs to go. Because there's a tank. And he's ready to rock. He just barely showed up. There's a Banshee on the way, too. So the trick with these builds is you need to go. Like, you always need to go. If you're waiting, no. If you're trying to kill anything but tanks in this situation, see? He's like, I shouldn't have used my Corrosive Biles on that command center. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. You could have killed that tank, get it, 2 more hits, and the tank does go down. Okay. So the tank is gone, takes down a supply depot. Dark Shadow might be dead. Pull up and around with your guys. And I know there's a Banshee coming out. Where are you? Okay, so we tried to kill the Tech Lab on the starport, but the Banshee's out. And a tank got out here too. So I mean, they're trying to kill the Tech Labs just so that only Liberators can be made, which would be good here. Hellions would be horrible. Vikings bad too. But, you know, unsieged tank, not bad, honestly, against armored targets like these Roaches are. So, I mean, a bunch of attacking units died here for Dark Shadow, but he's not dead by any stretch at all until the SCVs start going. And even then, I don't know. That said, the SCVs are starting to get picked apart here by these Roaches. They're not really fighting for themselves. They're not really running either. He's trying to wall off again, which is smart. If your wall gets breached as a Terran player against a Zerg, like the first thing you want to do is wall as soon as it's safe to do so. That's pretty good. So it looks like Dark Shadow has enough. Looks like he has enough to clean this up. He's going to lose. He's lost a ton of SCVs, right? He's lost 19 SCVs. Oh, he got Burrow. Are you serious right now? He got Burrow, and it did not help him at all. Wait, hold on. This Roach might survive through the scan. Just kidding. Nope, he did not. He was like a second away. So he's down. 14 to 30 workers right now. Mesua has expanded to his natural. He has this space, which could be used for income if he wanted it to. Which, hey, drones, come over. I mean, probably worried about the Banshee showing up and killing them. Can't blame him. So the Banshee's going to finish off after getting 9 kills. Holy crap. That Banshee has 9 kills. That's like all of the roaches and the queens he's responsible for taking down. It's not bad, man. Yeah, Banshees are a great answer to this Roach Ravager pressure. So the follow-up is going to be interesting. As army supply is 16 to 6, and Mesua is down big time in that department. He has a great economy. He is building a spore crawler after moving the spine down to his natural. But he needs a plan, and I'm not sure what the plan is. Hydralisks would be pretty great here against these Banshees for sure. Extra queens would be good, but he currently has... we've got 3 with... Where the heck is his third queen? 1, 2... I can't see it. Am I blind? 1, 2. Is she out on the map? Oh, she is. She's burrowed with 2 HP. Okay, that makes sense. She's out here. Don't go off. Do not engage off creep. Why would you engage off creep? Oh, and there's a Raven. The Raven can call down an interference matrix. Yeah, no, not happening. This is why you... Oh, auto turret. Thinking about tossing down an auto turret doesn't really need to. The queen isn't doing anything here. So yeah, these Banshees, man. 13 kill Banshee is having a day. She's going to die to a spore, though. Which is a little incredibly disappointing. Oh, the other Banshee dies, too. See, Queen's amazing anti-air. Ridiculously good anti-air. They were thinking about nerfing Queens to bring them to 7 range from 8 range, which is good. I think it's a good nerf. It's fine. But they're still going to hit as hard. So in that situation, it wouldn't have mattered as much. Banshees have to get pretty close to hit. All right, so we've kind of moved into a fairly normal game at this point, except for the fact that Dark Shadow's been making nonstop Marines for the last little while. And he's at a 31-9 army supply advantage over Mesua, who is making 6 Mutalisks, which, again, if your opponent is still making Banshees and Ravens, yes, Mutalisks are a brilliant choice. However, if your opponent is doing nothing but pumping Marines, you're going to have a bad time with these Mutalisks. So we'll see. We'll see if Mesua can do it. We're going to +1 attack, which is great. He's taking another base for a third, which is great, but he's been on 2-2 bases for a while now. And that is not great. It's not economical versus the Terran players. He completely foregoing medevacs. No, medevac on the way. And some tank. This is just going to be a stomp. Like, there's going to be a couple queens and a couple zerglings and like 7 Mutalisks or 8 Mutalisks. He's making 4 more. Do the Marines have stim? They do. They almost have combat shield, which is good. The medevac's going to help a lot. I mean, the ground army is not even close. There's nothing on the ground for the Zerg player that will hold here. It's got to have to be the Mutalisks. But they're going to be away. So this might turn into a bit of a weird base racy style situation. I mean, we're definitely base trading. There's nothing to stop these Mutalisks from killing everything in the main base and the natural base. Everybody's away from home right now for Dark Shadow. Taking a third base, again, completely undefended. But if you're base racing with 8 Mutalisks versus these Marines and these tanks, the Marines and tanks will win. So they're going to go home. Not quite sure what to do. There's Zerglings here, but there are no Banelings because the Baneling nest is not done at 10 minutes. Yeah. All right. So everyone's dead here. Everyone's dead back here in Dark Shadow's natural base, too. I mean, Mesua has such an economic advantage, but sometimes that doesn't matter. Sometimes it doesn't matter when the other player has been foregoing economy to make army and they just kill you. That bunker gets filled up by a couple Marines who all die. Yeah, the income here for Dark Shadow is not good. It's 0 at this point. The good news is he still has an army advantage here. Mesua is making 12 more Zerglings, which he's using on the offensive. Ooh, and a sneaky base being taken up here. This is an interesting game. I like it. I like where we're going with this. So Dark Shadow definitely in a straight-up engagement just wins against what Mesua has here. Well, maybe if he brings all the Lings and all the Mutas are there, and the tanks don't get early shots off on the Lings, maybe. Oh, these poor Lings. They're like, we know we're going to die. If we try to engage at all here, we will accomplish nothing with our lives. We're going to hide. And the lair is going to get sniped down. The tank's set up on the ramp. I love that positioning for those guys. But yeah, the Muta's having a great time. They're really enjoying themselves here. Are you still making Marines? I guess maybe they could sneak out if the mutas are not particularly paying attention. Yeah, alright. So, you could jump on top of these guys with the slow banelings, and they're dumb enough not to run back to the tanks. Yes. But they're not too dumb. No. Okay, decent. Decent baneling hits there. Okay, took out a bunch of the army for Dark Shadow. Evened up the count a little bit there. It is 40 to 34. Dark Shadow has an advantage in overall everything. Army supply. It is 3 SCVs to 1 drone. Currently, Mesua has a drone somewhere. Ah, here they are. All right, so those are the 2 other drones. Where's the 3rd drone? Is he hiding in the main? That'd be hilarious. He's like trembling for his life. Are there enough mute? How many Marines are here? Oh, a bunch, but injured. Oh my gosh. Did Mace? Wow. Wow. Mesua killed enough of the Marines with the banelings, the slow banelings, on creep, which was good. But he killed enough of the Marines with the slow banelings that there weren't enough to handle these hero mutalisks for Mesua. Did he lose a mutalisk today? He lost 2. Okay, good. He had 10, though. And then there's Marauders and tanks left, and that's all she wrote. Oh, incredible. What a good game. That was really exciting stuff. Starts with a proxy hatch, Roaches and Ravagers doing some damage. Big army advantage from Dark Shadow, but Mesua has expanded enough and has enough resources to make a bunch of mutalisks. He makes sure to murder Dark Shadow on the other side of the map. Stalls for time down here. Expands to the top side where he can keep a base away from the slower army. And then makes a couple banelings with the baneling nest just barely popping in time inside the main. Gets the slow baneling hits. And then finishes up the remaining Marines. Wow, with mutalisks. Nice, nicely done. I gotta say, that was a good one. That was an excellent, excelente match. All right. Well, let's keep this thing going. I think we have more. Do we have more cheese? Let's check the records. Yes. Yes, we do. Stick with it. We'll come back. Suppose it's time for some mirror matchup stuff. It's going to be Ivanoso versus Milkman here on Everdream, the latter edition. Top right, it is the red Protoss player, Ivanoso. And in the bottom left, it is the blue Protoss player, Milkman. All right, let's do this thing, ladies and gentlemen. PvP, usually a cannon rush. But, you know, also could just be a Void Ray rush in the lower levels because, man, Stalkers devour and quickly defeat Void Rays at equal numbers. And sometimes at unequal numbers as well. Well, unequal could mean that there are more Stalkers, which, yeah, that's pretty obvious. But sometimes the Stalkers can be a disadvantage economically, but still win. All right, so. But, ooh, it's a Milkman. You got a cannon rush? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Let's see how this sucker goes. Forge coming up. No scouting from Ivanoso, which is never a good thing. You always want to be scouting. All right, so Probe shows up, immediately tosses down 2 trying to get 3 pylons here. Oh, look at this. Ivanoso's like, there's probably another probe. Watch out for another probe. They're holding the ramp. I like this. Oh, then he doesn't see one, so he goes back in. Oh, Milkman. You juking? Feel like you're juking. More cannons here. That probe needs the mineral walk out. Does mineral walk, but it's too late. You gotta pull guys to get the other cannon, though. There you go. And this probe's just hanging out, man. I thought for sure there'd be another cannon coming up on the low ground or something. Look at him sneaking in here. Taking hits from a zealot's never good. This is no. Milkman, I think you're done. I'm gonna call this done. I understand you still want to try to make this happen. I appreciate your enthusiasm and your cannon rushing activities. But, I mean, if one of these can't... Oh, the juke. What is he doing? Ivanoso's like, all right, fine. You want to cannon rush me? I'm going to run across the map with all of my probes and my zealot, who's trying to hide amongst the probes and be inconspicuous. but he's slower than they are. All right. I mean, if I'm Milkman, I'd pretty much wall off, throw a cannon behind it, and call it a good day. That's not what he's doing. He's investing more into the cannons over here, which... I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. So here comes Ivanoso. And, well, it's going to be one heck of a battle. It's even worker count, but there's a zealot. Ooh, late to the party, but... Oh, Milkman's not even defending. Some of his probes aren't even fighting right now, which is not good. All right, so Milkman's economy's done. Cool. But Ivanoso can't rebuild, and Milkman doesn't have enough resources to rebuild either. Oh, Ivanoso took a Nexus in the bottom right. Dude, 400 IQ play there, man. Taking the bottom right like that? Oh. I bet Milkman's like... What does that even matter? I'll kill all of your buildings before you can kill mine. That would normally be true, except for bottom right sneaky base of Sneak Town. So Nexus down, and Ivanoso should be like, oh no, but he's fine. Milkman should be like, hey, how come... Do you watch Falcon Paladin? Says Ivanoso. Hey! Ivanoso's one of my dudes. Yeah, so at this point, Milkman should be like, hey, there's not a message saying that Ivanoso is being revealed. What is happening? Little do you know. No, sorry, says Milkman. So Milkman's being revealed, but Ivanoso is not, which means there's a sneaky Nexus somewhere. And there's 20 workers to 3 right now, and Milkman doesn't have a Nexus. So Milkman's done. He doesn't even have a forge. He could build a forge. Wait, do you need a Nexus to build a forge? Makes sense that you would, wouldn't it? Wow, I don't know that. I've never lost all of my Nexuses before and had to build something. Probably, huh? Either way, it doesn't matter, right? He can build a forge and, like, a cannon. But, that's not enough to kill this. You also need a pylon for that mix. So, yeah, Ivanoso can pretty much do whatever he wants at the stage. He's got a couple zealots. He's chasing this probe around for Milkman. One of his remaining 3 probes. The other one is hanging out inside the main. Another one down here checking to see where'd that sneaky Protoss player go. Oh, the mineral walk, though. Didn't mineral walk. He could have made it. So mineral walking, for those who don't know, if you have a worker and it's being blocked from going somewhere by another unit, not a building, a unit, you can right-click on mineral patches anywhere on the map that are behind the thing that's blocking you, and they'll walk right through that unit in order to get to the minerals. So now Milkman's like, oh, I see. He's trying to make it look like he can do this. He's like, I'm gonna cannon rush you to death. And actually responding to this is Milkman pretty effectively, actually. Unnecessarily so, but, you know, better safe than sorry when you have this kind of a lead. And Ivanoso is your winner, watcher of Falcon Paladin. And victor today. Milkman has left the game. Are we still in the game? Appears Ivanoso still in the game. Nice job, though. It is, I mean, it's not often, right, that you will see somebody get their base completely cannon rushed to death and win the game anyway. So nice job by Ivanoso, outsmarting his opponent. And we'll keep this going. I think we have a couple more to go here for your cheese compilation for May. We'll be right back. Plebmaster is back against La Cucaracha, which is cockroach. In Spanish. I don't know much Spanish, but that is one that I do know. Bottom right here is La Cucaracha. He is the red. Whoa, we probe stacking? We're probe stacking. The red Protoss player. Is that a little Sully doll spinning there? It looks like Sully from Monsters, Inc., but like baby version. Kind of looks like Baby Yoda too, though. Like in, anyway. Top left. The unaware Zerg player, he's blue. It's Plebmaster. So we are doing ye old probe stack and trick, which I first saw Florencio do, I believe. So I'll give credit to him. But yeah, so it looks like one probe, but as you can see in the bottom right, it's like 10. So it can be sneaky, although you kind of want to stack everybody because if this... Oh, look at that. Oh, he merges them at the last second. Oh, that was sick. How did he do that? I mean, they're a little bit... they're a little bit off there on the stairs, but... Surprise! Plebmaster's just like, wait, what? Oh, I've had this happen to me. I tell you, I've had this happen to me, and I know it's possible. So, all right. So, worker rush. Now, here's something that I have told my screeners. No worker rushes unless something weird is happening with them. So, this is kind of becoming a weird scenario, right? Where the probes are kind of moving around. Throwing down a pool would be incredible, but I don't think you can at the stage for Plebmaster. He doesn't have the resources for it. He can't really afford to mine all that much. The probes are mean. He's trying to get... Oh, you had a second there, and then you could mineral walk through. You can mineral walk through there, so everybody... Oh, he recalls home? Okay, this is definitely classifying as something else is happening. And then La Cucaracha's like, cool. I did what I wanted. And Plebmaster's like, sure, man. That's great. He leaves. Okay. Yeah, that was unexpected, for sure. And then Plebmaster sits here being like, what happened there? What? I love the recall quit. That's an interesting little wrinkle. Okay, well, that was Plebmaster, just kind of staying alive for the most part against the probe rush, which was very well executed, I gotta say. It was awesome how the two sets of probes came along different angles and then joined up right here. That was kind of cool. I'm not sure it was on purpose or not, but it was neat. More cheese? Let's keep it going. Did forget to mention the last replay was simply titled WTF.SE2 replay, so... Yeah, I feel the same way. Alright, so, Purity and Industry. Top side, we have the red Zerg player. It is Haim. But that looks like Cyrillic to me. That Y is not an English Y. And in the bottom right-ish, with the Fox logo, it's like almost the Firefox logo, it is the Blue Protoss player, Nord. Who might be a Nord. Who knows? He could be from that part of the world. So, quick pool. Here from Haim, he's planning on doing something aggressive or just being incredibly defensive. But usually 12 pool indicates you want to be aggressive with it. If you want to be defensive, like, I don't know, go 14 or 16 pool, but 12 pool is just a little bit too much if you're worried about something your opponent is doing to kill you. Gateway coming up here from Nord, so he's not planning any shenanigans. He's not even really scouting at all. And by that I mean he's not scouting. That Forge after Gateway indicates it's going to be defensive cannons. Nobody goes Gateway into Forge and then cannon rushes. It makes no sense. I mean, I guess you could. Like, if you wanted to make Zealots back here while you're cannon rushing and then run them across the map and help you in your efforts to kill the Zerg player, that'd be kind of cool, actually. But probably take too long for the Zealots to get there is the big problem. Might as well build your pylon. Like, just do the has thing, right? Build your pylon here, make a gateway here, and then your guys can just show up and start attacking immediately. It's great. It's fantastic. Hey, you ever heard of the Falcon Paladin Hour? It is a weekly podcast featuring myself and Samacron. We talk about things like StarCraft 2 tournaments. We bet on StarCraft 2 tournaments, and sometimes we have to be punished for being wrong about StarCraft 2 tournaments. Talk about Brood War a little bit, upcoming movies and TV shows, video games we're excited about. If you want to hear an American and an Australian talk about nerdy stuff you're interested in, just search Falcon Paladin on your podcast app. You can also search Falcon Paladin Hour on Spotify. We're actually out there now, so give that a listen. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It's on a weekly basis, and I hope you'll enjoy it. All right. So, Ling's taking roundabout paths to get here. They're worried about getting scouted. Zealot in the wall. I'm fine with that against Zerg, especially with this cannon here. Yeah, Zealot cannon, pretty good against a decent number of Lings. I'd still like the cannon to be behind. So, like, maybe you slip a cyber core here and then put a cannon here. But, yeah. No. Don't. No. Haim, buddy. Unless he pulled out eventually. Ended up losing the Lings for nothing. 5 Lings died for 0. I don't think... They took some hit points off of that Zealot. That was it. Which are, you know, coming back in the form of shield regeneration, which is pretty fast, actually. Look how fast that shield regenerates. So the Lings can't get it done, and Haim's not really following it up with anything, which concerns me as a Zerg player. He's making... Okay, the follow-up is more Zerglings. Got it. Yeah, I don't see this happening. Shield battery helps even more. He's got a bunch of gas, but he's not doing anything with it. He's not getting speed. He's not making a roach horn. He's not getting a baneling nest. I mean, a baneling nest would make the most sense because really all he's making are Zerglings. But yeah, I think his plan was to kill the Protoss player with his early Zerglings, and now that he can't, he's not quite sure what to do with himself. Because let me tell you something. If you can't get through with the first attack of Zerglings, it is very unlikely you will get through with successive attacks of Zerglings against Protoss. If you have banelings, it's a different story. But just Zerglings at the wall, pretty easy for the Protoss to hold, especially at this level. And there's the baneling nest. Okay, so baneling nest on the way, but it's so late. A 4-minute baneling nest when you're being aggressive or trying to be aggressive. Also, if you're doing this, get speed. You've got 400 gas in the bank. Okay, almost 400 gas. Now 400 gas in the bank. Get speed for your guys. Because if you break in with your banelings, right, and then you have 12 lings, 12 speedlings are eminently more dangerous to the Protoss than 12 slowlings are. But yeah, I guess he's doing it with slowlings and banelings. So, Nord, what you doing, man? Observer's on the way. He's worried about what else the Zerg player is doing, which is entirely fair. If your opponent's only made slow Zerglings to this stage of the game, you're probably worried something else is happening. I bet he can see those coming in. Hang on, hang on. Let's see. Can you see the lings coming in? Up the stairs. Oh, you know what? They take a sharp turn around that debris, and they're not visible. So he doesn't know anything of what's happening right now. And, I mean, that is a fair number of banelings. That is 15 banelings. Probably more than you need. Pro tip. And they're slow Zerglings. Like, if these were speedlings, this would be maybe the end of it for Nord. But the slowlings just fill me with zero confidence. So let's see how this works out. Let's see how this works out here for the Protoss player, who can throw up some force fields, which is insanely good against baneling busts, because you can't break force fields with banelings or Zerglings. You need Ravagers and Ultralisks for that. And you can force field off the front here, and then the banelings do nothing. I've had that happen to me. It's very frustrating, actually. So Observer sees what we're dealing with. Now he has a good vision of the million banelings. He's afraid. I guarantee Nord is afraid of what this is. And here we go. He's leading with the Zerglings, and there's the force fields. The force fields. They're good. Why would you go back in there? Don't go back in there. No, all your banelings are dying to nothing right now. Oh my gosh, this is the worst baneling bust I've ever seen. Quite possibly the worst baneling bust of all time. Has he killed... Okay, he got the forge. Hey! He's killed a shield battery and a cannon. All right. Ooh, and the gateway. Okay. Oh, could have been more embarrassing, but as it stands, at 2,900 resources lost for Haim and 600 for Nord. And Nord's like, I'm sticking around. I don't know what this dude's problem is. Come on, go away, music. Okay, we'll follow you on your adventure. But yeah, I mean, what it came down to there was, first of all, it was late. The baneling nest was late, no speed. He waited until there were sentries out before he did the baneling nest bust, which is just like, that's never going to work out for you. So if you're going to do something like that, you need a build. Like, you need an actual build where you're following instructions, where you're getting baneling nest at a good time, where you're expanding when you need to. Oh, wow. He left right when it was getting fun. These zealots like ready to murder that queen. But no, not going to happen. We left instead. Incredible. All right. Well, you know what? That is going to be it from me for Cheese Compilation for May 2020. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate the support y'all give me every day on the channel when there's new content. I like reading your comments and seeing what you like and listening to your suggestions. So leave me a comment. Let me know, let me know what you think. And stay safe and stay healthy and all that stuff, because this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Cheese compilation. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell if you like what you saw, what you heard today. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.